Because let me tell you, Mr. Trump, we will be there for you, for your countrymen, but not for you, you coward.
Now let's listen to this fantastic LBC Caller's really powerful roast of Donald Trump. When our cankles McTaco tits, had insulted our brave soldiers and NATO at Davos.
But the problem with NATO is that we'll be there for them 100%. But I'm not sure that they'd be there for us. If we gave them the call, gentlemen, we are being attacked. We're under attack by such and such a nation. I know them all very well. I'm not sure that they'd be there. I know we'd be there for them. I don't know that they'd be there for us. So with all of the money we expend, with all of the blood, sweat, and tears, I don't know that they'd be there for us.
James O'Brien received a lot of calls from very unhappy former soldiers and parents of soldiers, but John's call from Switzerland really stood out for me.
John is in Glattbrugg in Switzerland. John, what would you like to say?
Good morning, sir.
Hello, John.
Wow, what can you say? I heard this yesterday, and all I could do was grip hold of the steering wheel of my truck and scream that I'm getting emotional, so I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, you can take all the time you want, all right, and you can change your mind, and you don't have to carry on talking if you don't want to. This is for you, not for anyone else.
I did 32 years in the Royal Marines. I joined in '87, left in 2014. Did 3 tours of Afghanistan. Well, actually 4. Actually, Operation Jacana, and then went on to the Operics, and went through three different rank structures. Finished as a colour sergeant. Right. Lost 9 friends.
I'm sorry.
Lost my cousin. You probably would have heard it on the TV. Gus O'Donnell. He was 5'9" commando. Yes. Yeah. I've got I'm all over the place. I'm on. Is this? I'd love to stand in front of this talentless oik and say to him, "You need to apologise to a nation," because as that young lady that you spoke to, the young 19-year-old Marine, not knowing, come on, John, get a grip.
Hey, you don't need to do anything. The people that are still here, the people, because we know a lot more about what you go through, not as much as we should know, but I think today, as you have picked up on, even with your military record, the experiences of the people at home waiting and not knowing, he's insulted every single one of them in the worst imaginable way as well.
Do you know something, James? Is when we go through whatever training we do and we go off and do our jobs, I would sooner do that than be sat at home in the UK and never not knowing.
Wow.
It's that I clearly, categorically tell you that is I would not want to know to the mothers out there. Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
They'll be some of the proudest women in the country, those mothers.
Without a doubt, James. Without a doubt. Do you know, as I said to your researcher, is this? I would love these ladies now to put some form of petition together and send that letter to the MOD to demand an apology not from the American nation, but from this guy. Because let me tell you, Mr. Trump, we will be there for you, for your countrymen, but not for you, you coward. Because you could never walk in our shoes. But we walk amongst you every single day. People like you. Because he's a coward. I remember listening to your show yesterday, and apparently I think it might not have been your show, James.
Yeah.
But he excelled in a military school. Really? Really? Because I'm now starting to question that. He's not a leader. He could never be a leader. Because being a leader is a very lonely path. And when it's a very lonely path, you don't come out with the words or phrases that he's come out with.
You put it perfectly. You put it so well. And I've got nothing to say to you. I mean, it's almost an insult to you to ask whether you've got the first idea about what he thought he was doing when he came out with these comments.
I do you know something, James? Every time I listen to him now, I don't even let him get past the second word. I have to turn the radio off.
Fair enough. I do.
No, I do. But I have to say this on a happy note, James. And I mean this because I love listening to LBC. I've had a new radio fitted into my truck so that I can get it in Swiss. and for you, sir, personally, you're an academic god.
Oh, stop it.
You teach me. I even carry a dictionary with some of the words that you come out with. And I'm looking them up and thinking, wow, that's a great word. I'm stealing that from you, James. Do you know what I mean? I would give anything to have your education, sir. And I wish to say thank you. Thank you.
Well, I mean, that's ridiculous because people like me can't get the educations that we get if it isn't for people like you doing what you've done for 30.
Well, it's been a pleasure, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Tom. All right, I'm going to have to go to the news now. You
Bye-bye.
take care as well. I thought you were the emotional one during this conversation. Dominic Ellis has your headlines.
Wasn't he magnificent? An absolute hero. But what's your thoughts? Let me know down below and I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends.